What the fuck is up, guys? It's Sharp here from PupSharp, and I've got the greatest news for you guys. All I can say is we back, baby. Halo is back. After just on Tuesday at Gamescom, when Xbox showcased all their new games, 343 came out and they made a crucial announcement. Probably something we've been waiting for the past 4 years since Halo Reach came out. It's something so crucial, something we've wanted for so long, and they finally announced it. So I'm not gonna tell you guys straight up. I'm gonna let the big man here tell you himself. And yeah, here we go, guys. This announcement is just so awesome.
We promised to share a little more info with you guys as to how we're approaching the ranking system in the Master Chief Collection. And the fans were very vocal about how much they loved the ranking system in Halo 2. So I'm pleased to announce that the Master Chief Collection will feature a skill-based ranking system with identical leveling to Halo 2.
Let's fucking go, baby. How awesome is that? Halo 2 ranks are back. 1 to 50 is officially back. So now I'm going to break this up into two sections. I'm going to talk about what does this mean to us as a community, and then I'm going to talk about how this ranking system works and break it down for you guys. So first off, how is this important? Like, why do ranks even feature? Well, okay, the thing about ranks is that ranks provide longevity to the game. And what I mean by that is, okay, take Halo 2 and Halo 3, for example, right? The reason people played the shit out of Halo 2 right until the day it came off live, and the reason why people still play the shit out of Halo 3, even though it's 7 years old, is actually because of a ranking system. So basically, how a ranking system works is, okay, you can play some social, and you can have fun, you can play people of any skill, and that's cool. That's what Halo Reach and Halo 4 have, right? But then, the ranking system basically creates a ranked playlist, right? And that creates a whole new dynamic to the game, because now you can go onto ranked, and you can play people who are of the same skill level as you, okay? And the reason this is so cool is, well, there's two major reasons, okay? The first thing is that playing people who are the same skill as you means that, firstly, you don't have to worry about playing guys who are way too good and who are just going to thrash you. And secondly, you don't have to worry about playing people who are way too bad and kind of just new to the game and not really fun, right? And the thing is, when you play Halo Reach and Halo 4, every time you go into matchmaking, there's no guarantee that the guys you play will be good, bad, whatever. They could be, anyone under the sun. And the thing about that is that there's no guarantee that when you play, you'll have a good game, a good, fair game, right? Another problem with it is that when people go online in Halo Reach and Halo 4, they have no reason to stay in the game to the end, If they start losing, they're just going to quit out, Or if they see that the enemy team is really good, then they're going to quit out again, because why should they have to play guys who are good when it doesn't mean anything and they can just go search another game and play guys who are mediocre and they're going to gain just as much out of it, right? And the next thing about it, okay, is that having ranks basically allows there to be some kind of goal. So take Halo 4 for example, right? You could rank up to SR 130, but that would take you maybe a week of gameplay, right? And it would be way too fast, and then by the first week, everyone's SR 130, and then it's kind of boring, and you don't really have anything to achieve anymore. And I mean, I know we all love playing games for fun, but the thing about it is that it takes a very special kind of someone to be able to keep playing the same thing over and over again without trying to achieve something. You need some kind of goal. So a ranking system creates that long goal, so it makes you keep playing, and it makes you get better and better, right? So even in Halo Reach, where getting to an inheritor was a huge mission, and it still took a long time, you still had to just play the same people over and over again, and there was no real reason to ever get better, so it was still really boring. It was just tedious and time-consuming, whereas in Halo 3 and Halo 2, getting to the 50 was this epic goal where you go up with your friends, you'd get together, you'd try to get better, you'd really grind for that 50, and when you got it, you felt so proud, and you could show off about it, and you were happy, It created, this awesome dynamic where you just wanted to get better, and you wanted to keep playing, and that's why people play Halo 3 so much still today, because there's so much to achieve, and you just want to get to that high rank. So ranks are so important. They really bring another crucial dynamic to the game. All the major games out there right now all have a ranking system, and they're all doing really well. So yeah, guys, the ranks are crucial, and they're really going to bring longevity to the Master Chief Collection. So that's awesome. So now the next part I want to talk about is, how does this ranking system work? Well, luckily for us, although the Halo 3 system was kind of like a bit here or there, it was a bit confusing, the Halo 2 ranking system is very much set in stone, and it's kind of easy to understand. So basically, what you would do is, like I said, you'd go online and you'd search for a playlist, right? And some playlists would be social, so you can play of anyone at any skill level, no worries, it's all casual, you don't want to stay to the end, you can quit, whatever, all good, right? But you can go into ranked, and now when you go into ranked, you'll match people of similar levels. So let's take an example of a free-for-all where you've got John, George, Paul, and Ringo, who are all matched each other. John's level 10, George level 8, Paul level 7, and Ringo level 5, right? And at the end of the game, John comes first, Paul comes second, George comes third, and Ringo comes fourth. So now, how do we know, who ranks up, who benefits what, how much does he rank up, etc.? Well, let me show you how to calculate that. So there's a table, right? And this table is broken up into, it tells you how many points you'll win if you're higher than the person, how many points you'll win if you're lower than the person, how many points you'll lose if you lose to them and you're higher, and how many points you'll lose if you lose to them and you're lower, right? So it all depends on who you lose against and what rank they are. So let's take John, who won, okay? He beat Paul, George, and Ringo. So for beating Paul, because he's 3 levels higher than Paul, he gains 85 points. For beating George, he's only 2 levels higher than George, and he gains 90 points. And for beating Ringo, he's 5 levels higher and he gains 75. So you can see that beating someone of a close level to you, aka George, gives you the most amount of points, because, you know, it was the most competitive, right? So then you add all these points together to give you a number, and you divide that by 3, because there was 3 opponents, and that gives you 83. So John goes up by 83 points, right? So that's pretty cool. So now, how do we know, like, you know, the significance of that? What does 83 points even mean? Well, you have a set number of points, you begin at 0, and you begin racking up these points, okay? And this table shows you how many points you need to be a certain level. So you can see to be at level 50, you have to have more than 92,250 points, which is a hell of a lot of points, and it'll take you a hell of a long time. So if John was on 2,480 points before the game, getting 83 points will put him on 2,563, and he will thus pass 2499 and go up to level 11. So now let's take Paul, for example, who came second, okay? So he beat George 1 level higher, so he gains plus 155. This is all from the table, by the way. He beat Ringo 2 levels lower than him, so he only gains 90 points. But then he lost to John, who was 3 levels higher, so he gets a minus 55 for losing to that one person. You can see the minus 55 is smaller than the other numbers because John was higher and John should have won. So, you know, you lose less for losing to someone bigger than you. So now you add them all together, including the minus, and you get a number, you divide it by 3, and then you see that he gains 52. So he only gained 52, which is not as much as John, but it's still something, you know? If you work out Ringo and George, you'll find out that they actually end up with a minus number, minus 53 and minus 30, if you work it out. So that means that after that game, they will rank down, which is pretty annoying. But the thing is about it, okay, is the whole point is you want to beat people of the same level as you or higher. You don't want to lose to people the same level you or lower. And here's something that's really nice, okay? Once you rank up, the only way to rank down is if you get under the midpoint of the previous rank. So if I get to rank 40, I have to rank down all the way to the midpoint of 39 to rank back down to 39. So there's this consolidation once you've ranked up that you won't rank down straight away. But anyway, guys, that's the ranking system explained. That's why it's so important. It is huge for us. Let me tell you, the Master Chief Collection is going to be so awesome. We're all going to be playing it for a long time. The memories of getting that 50, they're all going to come rushing back. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, give us a subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.